It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Boston Celtics. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. To Turner. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Smart. To Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Pacers with the possession. To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
T.J. Warren at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Missed it at the line. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 4. Brogdon. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Celtics have it.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
To Hayward. It was right there. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Hayward. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Has a chance. The shot almost.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Victor Oladipo. Deep 2 there, won't go. Walker into the front court. 8-2 our score. No good. Oladipo. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Walker with the basketball. 10-2 the score. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Pacers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Boston with the basketball. Walker. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Oladipo into the front court. 10-4 is the score. To Brogdon. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Jay, for one, Schrader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Turner to Brogdon. Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Oladipo into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Cleans the offensive glass. Got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward to Walker. Probing the defense. Walker, textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Brogdon. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Margins 8. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Shot by Hayward, no good. Oladipo into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Brogdon. Add 2 points to the board.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Here comes the screen. To Kemba Walker. Miles Turner, huge block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Walker. Can't miss those. To Oladipo. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Hayward. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Long key from three-quarters court. That's it for the first half, with the Pacers in the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pacers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers. The Celtics may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. Most of their bricks were laid in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Brogdon was all over the boards in the first half. You've got to appreciate his determination when shots go up.
Who was cold?
Kemba Walker would have definitely preferred being our player of the half, but he was anything but that. If he's going to continue to shoot those threes in the second half, he must find ways to be more efficient, but also more patient. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Celtics have it. Walker. To Hayward. Surveys the floor. Sizing up the defense. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Into the front court, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon to Oladipo. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Oladipo, not that time.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Oladipo. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does. That short stint at OKC taught Victor Oladipo how to compete 24/7.
Celtics have it. Walker. Takes stock of the floor to Hayward. And he'll head to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Gordon Hayward, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Oladipo into the front court, up by 3. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Boston with the basketball to Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. Pulled in by Brogdon. Oladipo into the front court. Leads 5. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Domantas Sabonis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Pacers secure the rebound. Oladipo into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. To Turner. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Off the mark on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both. To Hayward. Walker. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Oladipo into the front court. His team up by 7. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. They need something to go down. It's no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Pacers have the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Celtics have it. Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, Miles Turner. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Walker. Driving right to the basket. Walker. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Brogdon. Oladipo to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Indiana with the basketball. To Turner. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Walker with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Can't connect.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Oladipo down to Warren. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Celtics have it. Walker. Probing the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Oladipo into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Hayward. The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Indiana basketball. to shoot for Indiana. 24-second violation. This one to the Pacers as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Celtics lost this game long before the final buzzer. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Boston Celtics struggled to find an open man all game long, and that led to a lot of iso ball and bad looks. Oladipo didn't have much trouble working the defense and setting up his teammates with scoring opportunities.
Player of the game.
Miles Turner put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.